All right, and welcome back to episode 071 of the Okay Guidons. Okay. Podcast powered by the Strength Co. I'm your host, Grant Broggi, coming to you live from the other side of the world. Well, not live. This will broadcast next week or sometime. I'm joined in studio, but the virtual studio, if you will, which you will, because you have to, with Mr. Trey Gottlich coming to you from Odessa, Texas.
Close.
Texas. And he is out there just being a landman. And if you want to know what Trey does for a living, go to Paramount Plus, watch the movie Landman, and you will figure it out. And by way of Mitt Romney land and in allegiance to Joseph Smith, our resident Mormon, Spock Fingers Jeff, coming to you from Salt Lake, the greater Salt Lake City area, which is Salt Lake City. They just call it the city. The price of Bitcoin, I don't want yen. Why is it showing me in yen?
You've been hacked.
Konnichiwa, Bitcoin.
They're inside the wire.
I'm trying to inside the Wes wire. $103,726, which means you're rich if you bought when this podcast started 71 weeks ago. We got lots to talk about. Trey is back. We've never missed an episode. Don't ever think that we did miss an episode. We were just crossing international date lines and such. But we're back here now. So with that, 3, take it away.
Just want to say, good thing, international date lines, no date gaps. That's the most important things. Those date gaps, those are the worst. We prefer date lines. That's for the 89.99s and those types out there. Yeah. Good old fashioned date gap.
Yep.
Man, that's a niche reference that so many of our listeners are just going to love and
everyone's get. Even some of our junior listeners won't get it because they're not sergeants yet. But sir, just write him an unobserved for the time that you didn't even know this human was alive and just fix the date gap. What? Why would I do that? Because you were an officer at the time. So just write it, sir.
Can't we just leave it like what? Like
I'm gonna have Gottlich start writing all my date gaps that come to my desk.
I'll do all your unobserved.
Yeah, Robert,
that's my favorite. Don't you just click the box unobserved?
Yeah, you just click unobserved, and then it's the best. It's the best. It is stuff, fit rep season. It's fit rep season. It's my favorite. Not my favorite season.
It's so great.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
all right.
Where are you going to fit on the Christmas tree card?
Oh, goodness gracious.
The Christmas tree, not to be confused with the Christmas tree card.
Oh,
Sad
no.
Ulu.
Do not confuse
I actually use Sad Ulu when I write fit reps, though. He's a Sad Ulu sergeant. So
Sergeant
he goes
Ulu.
To the bottom of my Christmas tree. Sorry. These references.
All right. Hey, let's snap back in here. We digress. Sidebars minimum. Not. Yeah, okay, they're going to happen, but let's make them to a minimum. S1, Chop, what do we got? Admin stuff? Any hit lists?
S1, go ahead. S1, go ahead.
Sorry, sir. I was just playing Fortnite on my phone.
Excellent.
Nothing has changed since last week. The numbers are still wrong, but we're trying to fix it.
Oh, okay. Wow. Glad a week went by and we still can't fix numbers. Okay, that's great.
Sir, I've been off since last week. We had the Mother's Day 96, followed by the Father's Day 96, which is for only eligible to Marines who are fathers that mothers celebrated the 96. So I haven't worked in a week.
Okay, tracking.
Yes,
great.
Sir.
Glad that. Was there? Yeah. Okay. I vaguely remember our admin coming out. Okay. Very well. Shop Intel.
Sir, nothing new to report.
Excellent. Love that.
Really? I see we've been bombing the hell out of them Houthis. You ain't got nothing on that?
No, sir. Limiter's down, so I'm unable to get any actual intel going.
All right. I'll just keep checking PD's text records to get the real scoop.
Okay, well, very well. Go ahead, download Signal. You'll get all the intel sent to you directly right there, Lance Corporal. It's excellent. Operations side. Hey, I feel like we lost track of our focus here last go around. Trash is the main effort. Always will be the main effort. Continues to be the main effort.
That's what you've always said.
And we kind of came up with this our core ethos. We really drilled down to it. Right, we got down to brass tacks, went soup to nuts, all that stuff. Every listener is a podcaster, and every podcaster is a listener.
Yes.
That is our ethos.
Trey, we know it's been a while for you, but that's kind of like a spinoff, if you will, of Every Marine is a Rifleman. For those that didn't get that last week, every listener's a podcaster. We expect everyone to be ready to podcast at a moment's notice anywhere in the world. And sometimes listening is the mission, right? Like you just listening, you may think you're not doing much, but you are the mission. And it's about the mission, the men and me. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Leaders eat last, for sure.
Worst book of all time. Leaders should teach Marines.
One sentence.
Leaders should show people that you're supposed to eat food when it's hot, as the chef intended for you to eat it. They should never eat last. In a timely manner. There should be hot sauce.
3 hours to get through hot chow.
I don't know why leaders eat last. Makes no sense to me. I hate that book. I've always hated that book. I do not think you're a good leader because you forgot to eat chow. If anything, I think you're a worse one. All right.
What book is this? Harry Potter?
Yes. No, there's no leaders eat last.
Oh, Goblet of Fire.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. Is that what it's like to talk to Grant?
Out of a goblet of fire.
Oh man.
Outstanding.
So anyway, trash, secure it. Got it.
Okay. All right. Logistics.
That's you, Trey.
Oh, is that me? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what role I had this week. It's bouncing over different billets, I'm always confused with which one to
You just got a lot of collateral
chime in on.
duties.
Yeah, no, as far as the foreshop goes, nothing new to report.
Excellent.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was on leave. I'm trying to play catch up. So it's nothing really too new. I'll get back with you.
Tracking.
Offline. Yeah.
Email defilade, tracking. Got it.
Yeah. We'll have a sidebar later. Yeah.
Yeah. Tracking.
You can have those. Just keep them to a minimum, please.
So that'll bring us dental. Like to see the after action from the dental rodeo that we had. Would like to take successes and failures and lessons learned, capture those in a 10 to 12 page AAR, so we can send that up to McPP, McWill, or whoever it is that collects those AARs and posts them up on the internet that no one ever reads. But we got Marines dedicated to that, so we want to make sure we send something into the ether. That's the MO. We've actually already started on the AAR, but we want to make sure to publish it after everyone that was here for this dental rodeo is gone. That way, with the new people will be here and they won't know that we did the AAR. So we have it scheduled to publish 120 days from now. Yes, sir. Tracking. All right. Yeah. Excellent. Like a tank. Excellent. Yes. Just like every other AAR, everyone will be gone. There'll be no context from anything and it'll actually never be read. Okay. Moving on. 6 shop. Communication side. How we doing? Hey, this is Trash 6. I always hate these meetings, even though I sit in them. So this meeting's over. This meeting's over. I hate it. I want to be a part of the change. This meeting's over. 6 shop, you suck. Secure the trash. Trash 6 out. All right, moving on. All right. Trey's been wanting that to happen his whole life. Love that.
It's my comms went down. I heard Grant say my name, and then everything cut out, and then I just comes back, goes, "Leaders eat last." And I was like, I miss the mark on something.
Yeah,
I was talking with Caleb, and Caleb was like, I'm like, "Hey, you still listen to the podcast?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Y'all seem to took a bit of a detour on what the original game plan was." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "It's that joke that y'all always do that lasts about 20 minutes every episode now."
That was always part of the plan. That's what we always done.
Man, we got you. We brought you in.
Hey, Caleb, enjoy.
Enjoy the joke.
Yeah, just laugh, Caleb.
God,
Dr. Gottlich.
Again, yeah.
There's got to be some sort of
Yeah.
doctor equivalent of that.
Hey, he's getting ready to move to New York here pretty soon.
Oh, big city, Big Apple.
Big Apple, bigger. I don't know what I was going to say.
Gonna lengthen some limbs.
Is he all done with school? Is he out there in the wild now?
He is. I think he has one more. So he wraps up, I think, in sometime in June, like mid-June.
Okay.
But I think he's done with call, so he's not doing call anymore. He has his boards coming up, and then he goes and does his first. Yeah, I think July is when he checks in.
Oh, to his
So many
unit.
reports. Okay,
Yeah,
in alphas.
reports his
alphas.
unit. Yeah,
Yep, in
reports his
alphas.
alphas. Yeah,
Oh, in
Yeah,
lab
got
coat. In lab
Yep.
coat.
Black folder in his left hand with the Marine Corps emblem on it. He'll just put on some glasses that make him look like he's on a different planet.
They give him a checklist that seems very important, but then like no one cares about it.
Right. And also it doesn't tell you where anyone is because it just has building numbers.
Yep. Yeah. And building numbers. When then room numbers inside of those buildings, which are even less helpful. Yeah. And it's all people you don't know. And so, yeah.
And most of them have checked out. Yeah. So anyway, so he checks into his hospital and they're like, I mean, can you imagine if like that's how it was in the real world? Like, hey, Dr. Gottlich, go find the sexual assault preventing coordinator. Okay, who's that? Not sure. I think it's a staff sergeant. It's a collateral duty, probably over in the comm shop. And off you go. And in a place that you have no idea where you are. It's crazy. I love it.
It's great.
Semper Fi.
But
All right. Big Caleb doing the Lord's work.
yeah, he's excited, man. Get out of Lubbock.
You had some travel you just finished?
Yeah, man. So we went to go see my grandmother. So I actually was in Midland, Odessa for a little bit.
Oh,
Hey, see?
You were not too. You were.
Do it.
That's where I flew out of there this afternoon. So yeah, went to go visit 94-year-old grandma. Just had her birthday, Mother's Day.
That's awesome.
Introduced her to all the babies.
Oh, love that.
Guess so. She got to see her out in Fort Stockton, Texas.
Fort Stockton.
Nice.
Nice.
So if you think you're west, just go a little bit further west, and then that's
Go a
where
little
Fort
further.
Stockton's at. Yeah.
I like that.
So
That's good.
got
That's
to do
good
that.
range.
Got to hang out with her. It was a good time. man.
Pecos County.
Pecos.
Pecos.
Oh,
Pecos.
excuse
In Texas,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just say Pecos.
Yeah, we just say Pecos.
We just say Pecos. Fort Stockton.
Pecos.
Infantry company from there. H Company. They came in April 12th, 1859. You know, when Texas was already Texas, I'm sure. And the fort was named Robert F. Stockton. Nice.
Paisano
Sweet.
Pete, the Roadrunner.
Yeah, you could actually go further west.
Not much.
Yeah,
Good.
a good bit actually. Like the whole little, you're like at, like this, the right edge that comes down from the top hat on Texas. You're like in line with that. So you have that whole like pie.
Nice.
It is
That's
where
like
I-20
bigger than a lot of states that
It's
you guys just call that little corner over there. You're like, there's not much further you could go.
about 3 hours further. That's
Goodness.
Yeah, I've driven across Texas. It's terrible. It
It's,
never ends.
Fort Stockton's were 20. No, that's 20 and 10. It's kind of around there where they meet up. But
Yeah, Texas geography.
exciting town, man.
Yeah.
Went to Bienvenido's Mexican food restaurant today
Okay.
Pretty sure
That's a
that's
good
not
chow.
how
after
you say
church. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. It was a good time.
Benny Venitos. Sounds like an Italian living down there. Benny Venito.
I'm disappointed that I thought you spoke Spanish.
Well,
Bienvenidos.
reading it back like you read it to me.
Bienvenidos.
Yeah, Bienvenidos.
Benny Venitos.
He's that Italian from New York. He moved down here.
He came down here, opened up this nice restaurant.
He thinks this place used to be Mexico. It's crazy. I told him David Crockett found it. See, we have a lot to talk about.
But I will
Benvenidos.
say, dude, flying, just being a pack mule with baby stuff, flying.
Oh, you flew. That's right. You said you flew.
Dude,
so
I'm
you
not-
flew with
yeah.
3 girls.
Yeah, that'd be a
That
long
is crazy.
ride.
It's a
How
long
did you-
drive.
That must have been so much stuff you had to bring.
It was. I'll send you a picture and we can post it. of Abby was pack muling for me. So I was pushing the kids because she doesn't like pushing the wagon, and then I had Abby pack muling, carrying all the stuff, and we make PJ put it up there. But
PJ.
Yeah, PJ.
Wow.
Yeah, PJ.
That is all the stuff for 3 kids. I actually expected more.
It's we packed light. Luckily we had some stuff. We had an advance party bring some stuff out there for us, so we didn't have to bring the full kit.
That is a lot of stuff.
Wait, did you really? Who went out there? Your mom?
I think there's a ton of great grandkids, and so there's
that's what happens when you live to 94.
So things are pre-staged.
It's very similar to like when the Marines go to Okinawa. There's stuff out there already, and you just
you just fall
take
in on
over.
it.
I fall in on it. I sign for it.
Yeah,
like, nice, a dehumidifier, cool. And then if you like look around, there's a lot of stuff in like rooms, and you're like,
the armory is full of diapers and wipes.
Aiming circles. I get it.
Yeah.
So very similar.
That's good to go.
But no, man, good trip. It was a good trip. Glad we got to see her.
Nice. Cool. Today's episode is brought to you by BW Tax. BW Tax, great guy, better at taxes. You can go visit him at bwtaxllc.com. BW Tax, father of 3, some twin boys, future hockey players, as we all know. One of them's underrated. I won't say which one. And a nice little daughter. BW Tax is a guy just like you and me, so that's why he should do your taxes. That's what we've always said. We'll never stop saying it. Reach out to bwtaxllc.com.
Love BW.
Man.
All right, we got a short list of topics.
We want
to dive
right
in.
Yeah.
And we might, I'll go back and comb through the last list. There might have been some save rounds.
Alibis. I get it.
You know. Grant, I'm guessing you mean the movie Warfare, the new one that just came out.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Did you see that?
I bought it. I haven't seen it yet.
I've
also bought it.
watched it.
Okay. Curious you guys' takes then. I don't want to spoil it, but
I saw
it's
the
well
trailer.
done.
That's it.
It's well done. I'm no Rotten Tomato, but I'm going to guess that there's a like auditory award that's going to be won because like a lot of the cinema, in my opinion,
sign language.
This is no. Yeah.
It's in sign language, fully in sign language.
It's like you'll be watching it, and part of it, it's like you're inside the person's body, right? So you're feeling them like breathe and stuff, and like the way you hear the sounds like outside or like as if it's you. And then like there's times where like you just got like flashbanged, and it's like the way like you hear things is different. And there's times like where like you're the tank, almost. So like it kind of. Yeah, that was, I don't know if anyone else picked up on that, but I was like, ooh, the sounding is changing a lot. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It's a very short amount of time that they cover, which I think is the point. It's like 1 firefight, 1 CASEVAC. Obviously some things go wrong. So it ends up being 2 CASEVACs, but it's not like, it's not like, I don't know, like the Outpost, right? It's like covering like a 6-month period, there in the mountains of Afghanistan.
Like
this is like a significant event or a single event that occurred and like, how it goes.
Are they
good.
Marines?
They're SEALs with I think they're SEALs, right, Jeff?
I don't know.
They're wearing Army uniforms.
They're not Marines.
Yeah, there is a Marine JTAC, and he makes it very clear that he is a JTAC.
Obviously,
his name is Jeff.
Obviously, you gotta make him. You gotta let people know. If they don't know, how are they gonna know? You know what I'm saying?
My name is Jeff the JTAC.
Yeah, it is Navy SEAls. Experience as a U.S. Navy SEAL. Yeah,
it's not a true story.
No, it is. It's Navy SEAL Platoon Alpha 1. Yep, no, it's true one. JTAC Communications Officer. Hell yeah, brother. Anglico. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, really?
So that part's cool. Yeah, and it is cool too because like they're all in Army uniforms. Like I can't keep up with the Army and the Navy's uniforms. Like to me, the Navy should be wearing blue Marpat or khakis. And if it's anything else, like I don't know what it is. So these guys were wearing like what we would call back in the day BDUs, like the salt and pepper camo. And then the Marine, of course, was in desert marpats and had
Blue
a mustache.
marpats.
And had a
Dumbest.
mustache. So clearly he sucked.
Dumbest uniform.
Worst character in the movie. Hopefully he gets one through the running lights right away and his mustache
I
falls
just heard
off.
someone say that recently through the running lights. I hadn't heard that one. Like, well, what are we going to do if so-and-so takes one through the running lights? And it's like, what? Like,
I don't hope that, Jeff. That's mean, man. I hope he gets an unobserved fit report.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope he ends up with a date gap.
I hope he has a gap.
Yeah.
Ooh, a date gap. Even worse
I'm
than
going
a
to take
death.
one through the running lights.
Yeah, seriously. Oh. A swift death would be kinder than a date gap.
Taking one through the running lights.
My goodness.
Man.
Yeah,
So,
Is
but
it-
overall,
is it in
overall it's
theaters?
pretty good.
It's not in
I
your
don't-
theater out there because those are down for
Those are
maintenance.
broken.
They still off contract.
Yeah,
I
it did.
I think it was a short-lived in theater because it's already on streaming.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's an hour and 35 minutes long. It's a good watch. I'd interesting to see what you guys think about it. It was good, but it's not by any means like a must see in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, like yeah, but you know, it's very dramatic, right? It's a lot of like gauze getting stuffed into wounds. I don't mean dramatic in a non-sensitive way, but I just mean it's
right.
it's like meant to be like super heavy. I think it was good, but not like wasn't life-changing for me.
Takes place in, is it Iraq?
It's Iraq, yeah, Ramadi,
Okay.
yeah. Like I
Ramadi,
mean,
okay.
when the tanks roll up, it's like awesome. I'm just like, I can't believe the Marine Corps got rid of tanks. They're
Dude,
so
I bet
cool.
that's pretty sweet to be like a
Yeah.
grunt and a freaking tank rolls up in the city.
Or
and
you're just like you're just
"Oh, we're
getting
good."
schwacked, and then like the gate of a tank drops down, and you get in, and that thing seals tight, and you're just like, thank God, yeah,
Still getting shot at, but it's
still getting shot. It's just ting 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 off the
Like,
side of the tank.
They got nothing big enough to get through this.
That chain gun that's on the Bradleys just starts ripping,
Dude.
and you're just like, praise God. Only thing better is when you have a JTAC and air shows up for a show of force.
Yeah, just to show of force. We just got
Just a show of force.
You got to show them.
They did make the show of forces look pretty forceful because they needed help and like didn't want to call in stuff on their own position. So it's like F-18s coming down like in the streets, like house to house, and it's like just like sand and sound. Again, it's an auditory experience.
Yeah, that's why I'm
as
like,
a Rotten Tomato, it's an experience.
That's like I wish I
also-
could see it in a movie theater where like the primo sound.
Yeah,
Like
I wore
systems
my
and stuff like
AirPod
that.
Maxes.
Ooh,
And,
nice.
Yeah, it was
oh,
good.
potential sponsor.
Hey,
Potential sponsor Apple. They won't stop hitting us up.
we told them, hey, we're full.
Yeah,
we're full on
we're full.
sponsors.
That's right.
They're like, do you make helmets? And they're like, no, we don't make helmets. We're like,
No, don't make any helmets.
sorry.
I need to see that. I saw, what did I see recently? Oh, The Amateur.
Not
heard
to be
that's good.
confused with The Accountant,
The Accountant 2 came out
which
recently.
that's on BW Tax. It's about him and his
Yeah.
life as a podcaster.
It's about him just doing taxes
Yeah,
for the
he's just
listeners of the OK
He's just
podcast.
doing taxes. The Accountant.
Just BW.
Well, let's go with The Amateur.
Remy Malik, which if granted who that was, I'd be very surprised.
Ooh, let's see.
Is that a female?
Nope.
You said her name was
Close.
Rennie.
Remy.
Sounds.
I know you've seen something.
Okay,
that he's
talk
in.
me on. Talk me on.
Have you seen the Queen movie?
No.
I was going to go
About the band.
The Pacific.
Pacific,
yes,
yeah.
of course. I'm a Marine.
He's the Louisiana
guy from New
guy.
Orleans. Yeah,
Yeah.
who's kind of weird, and he doesn't like Eugene.
What's his last name?
Or Eugene Sledge at first. And then
Oh,
become
man, I can't remember
buddies.
his name. He's like the weird dude who's like,
Yeah,
picking
what
at
is his
dead
character's
people.
name?
I'm
Yeah,
just
he
picturing
pulls the teeth
Hacksaw
out of
Ridge.
like the.
what's his name in the real world?
Oh, Remy Malik. REMI.
M.I., I think. M. Alec.
Oh yeah, the weird
You see-
guy.
yeah.
He like kind of has a lazy eye and always looks like he's been sleeping for 5 days.
Well, that's just him personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. I don't think that's like his character. I think that's just like
No,
God
that's
bless him
what,
with
that's what
those
I,
looks.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Little Remy boy.
Oh,
So he's in it, and he's like an analyst for the CIA. Wife dies, goes on a revenge tour against
Nice.
people who kill her. So
Links
and
up a BW tax.
Yeah, he's not talented at the like combat, so he uses his big old brain to get revenge.
Got it.
Nice.
So
It's
he's
sorry, it's like I said, it's one of those you can see once, you're like, okay, I saw it, and then you'll be
Entertaining.
fine.
So he's basically like going inside their battle positions and like unseparating their trash just to get in their OODA loop. Like gets behind the wire, like, oh, watch this. I'm gonna put the aluminum cans with the plastic bottles.
They're gonna get a talking to later.
We're gonna ruin their logistical sport.
I think he does that at least twice. Yeah, he does that once or twice.
Trey does not
you wouldn't
enjoy
think
the
it would be
trash
that
talk.
exciting, but yeah. But he makes it very appealing. Yeah, no, it's pretty.
And have you
movie,
seen The Accountant too?
I have. I saw.
Is it good?
What you think?
How did you watch
Did you
it?
see the first one?
Dude, whenever I go out of town by myself, it's like I finish all my work and I go to like the
Must be nice
Late
because
Show.
I'm out of town by myself and all the theaters are broken.
That sounds like a Japanese problem.
Hey.
It sounds like an American problem to me. Anyway, all right. The
sorry,
Accountant
Did you see
2
the
is
first
good.
accountant?
Yeah. Accountant 2 was good. Like it was one of those where you can like see it and you're like, it's a good movie, but it's like it's entertaining.
Man, Trey really is a rotten tomato.
Yeah. I liked it more than I thought I would, but I'm not like, oh, I'm going to keep watching that movie for the rest of my life. Like it was worth seeing, but
what's the other rating system? Cisco and Herb or something?
Yep. Cisco and Herb.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Just don't tell them. Just leave it Cisco and Herb.
Cisco and Herb.
Cisco and Herb give it 2 thumbs up.
It's
Ebert
Cisco.
and Roper?
What is it? Crisco and Herb?
Yep, Chris. I'm sorry, you're right. I was mistaken. It is Crisco and Herb.
My mistake.
Picture just a jar
Can
of
of Crisco
and a bag of herbs being like.
Actually, I think it's
some Italian herb seasoning.
I think it's Crisco and Cisco.
Crisco and Cisco.
2 thumbs up. Yeah.
Cisco and Herb.
Ebert and Robert.
Ebert and Robert. Is that what it is?
Is it Ropert?
There's no Cisco.
I forgot that they replaced Ebert. I mean Herb.
Yeah. Is that the guy from Sesame Street? Ebert? Yeah.
Big Bird? Yeah.
Yeah. Ebert. Herbert.
Bert
rails here.
Wow. And look at the analytics for this timestamp, and then it's going to be 0 listeners after this. Man.
Man, I'm so glad Jeff speaks Grant. It's great. It's like a whole language. Next slide.
All right, that wraps up movie and film talk.
Thanks
to
for
some sports talk. Trey, what's going on with the hockey? Dallas Stars.
I am very into hockey. Like I feel like I'm just late to the party. I'm like
bandwagon fan.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah,
bandwagon.
That's good. I'm glad you're here. Welcome.
I'm hopping on it. Like I want to start watching it regular season now.
It's great. It's phenomenal, and it's so long. The season,
so
in a good way.
Yeah. Wait, like when does it start?
So it's going to end in May or like first week of June sometime. And it kicks off October? Like right as baseball.
It's got to be right
as
baseball. It's got to be right.
Ends.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long season.
October? Dang. Okay. But yeah, no, man. I thought it's been awesome. Been rooting for the Stars. Actually, I just watch if it's on, I watch it. Just watching.
It's good.
Feeding the kids this evening, watching the Panthers and the
Maple Leafs?
Maple Leafs, yeah.
So hockey fans call them the Rats.
Oh, Oh, the
Why?
Florida
Panthers?
Panthers. Yeah, they're known as the Rats. They throw
That's
rats
right.
on the ice.
Is there like a story behind that? Or is it rats in the stadium?
They suck. Yeah, everyone hates the Panthers. Florida's not a hockey state at
It's
all.
not.
They got two.
So,
don't they have
neither
two
is
hockey
Texas.
teams?
Yeah, neither is Texas. Also not a hockey state. There's the original. You know about the original 8?
The Blackhawks,
Yep.
Bruins.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the Canada teams. I'll go with Maple Leafs.
Yep.
Is it original
Devils?
6? Might be original 6.
No, not Devils.
It's original 8. Yeah, not Devils.
Close though. Kind of close.
Think about it. It's original
New
6.
York.
Original 6.
Who's New York? Islanders.
Rangers.
Rangers. That's what I meant. Yeah.
You're missing
Rangers.
you're
Was
missing
that? Is that
you're
3 or
missing
4?
You're 4. You're missing 2. One's American. One's Canadian.
So not the. I'm gonna
Think
go
of
no
NHL
Jets.
90. Think of NHL 95 if you ever played that.
Did
best
not.
team
So I'm
in
not.
that
I'm not going to go with Jets. Who's the other?
Think of Jack White.
Canucks.
Think of Jack White.
Oh, yep.
Yep, Canucks.
Wait,
Canadians.
Canucks won.
Yeah.
Yep, Montreal Canadiens.
All right. Think of Jack White.
Think of Jack Wright. You're missing a big American hockey legend.
Wayne Gretzky. No.
No, he's not a team. That's a person.
Who is it?
Nope,
You
not
got-
that easy.
Yeah. If Jack White was going to support a
It's
hockey
no.
team-
It would be nowhere on the. It would be nowhere on the West Coast. It's
What?
East Coast, right?
No, not
it's
on a
not
coast.
on a coast. Well, technically, it's kind of.
I mean,
on
I
a
guess, yeah.
coast. Come on, you
I
got
have
it.
No, like, give me the state.
Well, we said Jack White a lot of times.
I was going to say Nashville Predators, but
Jack
Never
White.
really
Well, think of the other American city
Think
that
of-
you would be
Think
associated
of
with.
the other city that he likes.
Like, where did the white
Like,
stripes?
like back when he was putting
originate?
vinyls.
Oh,
inside
Detroit?
Of,
Yeah.
Red Wings?
I was gonna say, where did the big 3 kill his baby? Where did they do that?
The big 3 and number 3.
Mm.
The big 3 of Jack White. This
Yeah.
episode
The
is
Detroit Red
amazing.
Wings.
So Dallas is up 2-1.
yeah, man,
Best
they
of
played
7.
today. Because so I was keeping. So the Jets were the best team in the NHL, right?
Boo.
Yes. Most
It
points.
was like regular season.
Yep.
Best record.
Which is usually a curse.
Yes.
Because Boston
Brew-
had that.
The Bruins
2
know
years
this
ago.
all too well.
Yeah. Kiss of death right there. Playoff
But
hockey is
they-
a different game. Like
It's-
next year when you watch regular season, once you're still enjoyable, play like you just got to get into the playoffs and then people just unleash and go crazy.
It's so intense.
Lines switch. Have you figured out the different lines, like fourth line, like all the different the
Not that deep
defensemen,
yet.
Okay.
No.
It's pretty simple actually. It's not like soccer where you can try to follow it for years and still have no idea what's going on.
What?
See, I find soccer to be quite simple.
Yeah.
There's a starting 11, and that's it.
That's news to me. Yeah. But don't worry. It's the Premier League, which is not to be confused with the Champions League, but both teams
So you're
can't
just
win the
confused
World
with
Cup.
the various leagues.
Yeah, don't confuse them.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, just
Easy fix.
unconfuse
Don't
them in
confuse
your
them.
mind. All right. Well, I want to see Dallas make it all the way. I hate
Would
the
love that.
Capitals. I hate the Hurricanes.
Well, it seems like they always have the Oilers are kind of like I think they beat them last year,
Yeah, Oilers
Yeah,
are good.
They were the runner-ups. Yep. Dang.
but
I just want
don't
the
know.
Jets
We'll
to
see.
lose.
It seems like the West has the better teams.
in the 3 weeks that you've been following hockey.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. It's good analysis. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, like the Stars, like they had a pretty good record to end the
Yeah.
season. Right?
Texas has always been a hockey state. It always has been.
It seems like you're very offended by
Yeah.
this. When, like,
No.
do you just like a non-bias? Do the West do they have better teams? Would you say
Right now, yeah, but no.
like this year?
I don't know. Unfortunately, the Panthers are really good.
Yeah, they are good.
Okay, so it's pretty even.
I mean, we'll find out, won't we?
Okay. Yeah. You're so offended.
Wait, did Utah really change their hockey club team?
Yeah, they finally
the Mammoths, right?
The Mammoth. Tusks up.
Tusks. So dumb, dude. It's such a I
say that to everybody now. I go around. We go around the city, and I'm just like, Tusks up, and everyone's like, oh, Tusks up, Mammoth, let's go.
It's hard to say Tusk ups.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not that you can't like chant it like
Tusk up.
And then there was like some comments that were like, "Whoa, well, they just stole that from the Colorado professional lacrosse team," and I'm like, no one knows who that team is. Like, you could steal whatever you want from them, and no one's gonna like throw a fit, and no one knows they exist.
They should have been the professional.
Exactly.
They should have been the Utah Mormons.
Dude, have been so funny.
The Joseph Smiths.
Yeah.
That would have been
the Mammoths.
Funny.
Actually, the Mormons.
The Mormon church
Utah
would have rallied
Mormons.
around that stadium. Would be, that arena would be packed every single night, and it'd be 100% white people,
wearing white shirts, black ties.
Dude,
yeah, their team captains. Their team.
They just want to they want to talk to you after the game.
Their team captain's called an elder.
That's the elders would have been a good.
He wears an E. They should have Captain C. He's got the E.
Yeah, they should have just been the Latter-day Saints.
Oh my gosh!
Dang, that would have been good one too.
Who dat?
You know,
it's Elder and the boys.
Or the final.
Yeah,
it was like
the Mammoths. I was pretty disappointed with.
Yeah, it's not very good.
It was like, I think the last 4 names it came down to was like hockey club. Just stick with the same name. Mammoth, Outlaws, and then I think Wasatch, because that's like the mountain range that's right smack dab outside the city.
Okay, that would have been worse.
Which, yeah. So
I think Outlaws would have been all right.
But like the like mocked up like logo that they had was like very. It seemed like they put no effort into it, so like it didn't stand a chance. I don't think. I think
Utah Hockey Club just would have been the way to go.
Pretty cool.
It would have been different. It would have been different. That's for sure. We're the Mammoth. So Tusk up.
Tusk up.
So I'm going to sign off every podcast now.
Not saying we need to move on to the next topic, but if we did, would y'all talk about lifting wise last time?
Well, we got to follow up on the Celtics. Celtics came out, smashed game 3. They're good. I think Celtics are still going to win the series. I think the Knicks suck. Celtics are a better team. I think it might go to 7 though. Might go to 7 games.
Ooh, that would be. That's epic. Like New York, Boston going 7 games.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's what the NBA wants. They would.
That's what they want. Yeah.
That's what the advertisers
separated
want.
trash. Yeah. Last week we talked about how to gain or lose 50 pounds. We can tell that you haven't listened. And we also talked about, when I say last week, I mean like 36 hours ago.
Yeah.
What have you been
doing? You had a flight
time group.
It did come out today.
I know you had time to watch a movie. And we talked about
35-minute flight.
We talked about the Duffalo bar.
Did you talk about the Duffalo bar?
Duffalo bar.
Oh.
Like the curvy bar.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like curved.
I've seen it. Yeah. I think I've seen it before, but.
Oh. Do you have a lifting question, Trey, or a topic that you want to hit
Trey, have you been hitting the gym?
Can
we get old school Trey's lifting update?
Oh my gosh. Throwback for all those old listeners that are hearkening back to the days before the meeting.
Utah was back when Utah was just a hockey club. And Bitcoin was 40,000.
Dang.
No, I am so I'm selling my rack, my squat rack. And then my brother since he's moving, I'm taking his.
Oh, what's he got?
Wait, do you have the OG one from like Dana Point that like we sold to each other like 3 times?
No, I have. Remember, Jeff has that one. I have the, as you eloquently put it, the F-150.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Massive. Wait, what are you getting?
Listeners, Trey's rack is for sale.
Ooh.
He only takes
Sold.
payment.
Oh,
dang it.
Sorry, guys.
Is it still in your garage?
It's still in my garage.
Make an offer he can't refuse.
Hey, tell him you heard about it on the OK podcast.
Yep.
We'll knock 10% off.
I'm actually selling to a buddy of mine who's making his home gym.
Is he buying Strengco plates?
Does he listen to the OK podcast?
Does he know that our plates are slim but rugged, smooth yet easy to grip, and electrocode look great in his gym?
So I am dumping my plates that I don't like.
Non-Strengco plates.
You're referring not to the Strengco ones. Okay.
Yeah. So you're dumping them into the ocean because you don't want someone to have those and then not have a necessity to buy Strengco plates.
Yeah, because those people, they'll think they're lifting, 135, 225, but it could be
it'll be off by 3 pounds. Yeah, it'll be off, and therefore it won't count. None of their PRs will count.
Yeah, they won't gain any strength.
They'll get to heaven. They'll get to heaven, and God will be like, "You're not as strong as you thought you were. Here's a bunch of coal."
Like, if you can deadlift that bar with 315 on it of strength plates, and then doesn't even budge.
Yeah. Sorry, Trey. You're offloading.
No, you're good. Yeah, so I'm offloading that, and then storing / gonna be using my brother's equipment that he's letting me borrow.
What kind of racks he got?
It's a company that we shall not name.
What variant is it?
The only thing I know, it's a smaller footprint, so it's not an F-150.
It's more like a Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah. Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah,
but it's I don't know, man. I think it's an upgrade, so it's gonna be nice.
Is it 2x3s or 3x3s?
Go on.
The post, the uprights, like the things that hold the bar,
or
are they square or rectangular?
Square.
Okay.
Is it a cage, like 4 posts, or is it
Cage. Yep. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Does it have safety pins?
It has safety pins.
Okay. Is it a pin and pipe system, meaning there's like a pin and a pipe that encases it?
It's the bars that you can kind of move.
Oh, they like flip out and
flip
come
out.
down?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Is it any closer?
In the spacing of the holes, does it change once you get down into like the area, like tighter in the area of like where you'll have them set for a bench?
Does it have west side spacing?
Ooh, actually, I like it's here.
The nomenclature.
I'll send you a picture. Do you want me to send you a picture of it?
It's a 2x3, isn't it?
This is. Can you guess that squat rack brought to you by the OK podcast?
It's not a cage. I was mistaken.
Does it have 2 pull-up bars or 1?
2.
How is it not a cage then? Does it mount to the wall?
Oh, it has like the double stacked pull-up bar.
Oh, correct. So like you chicken wing it on the O course.
Yeah, chicken. Yep. Yeah, so you can practice your chicken wings.
I sent you a picture of it so you can see it.
Tracking.
It's that thing tracking like a tank. It has spotter arms. It does not have safeties. Those are spotter arms.
Oh, my mistake.
So it's basically
it's the tall
one that's been passed back and forth.
Yep.
But the taller variant.
The pull-up bar.
Yeah.
So I guess here's a good question. Then pros and cons to this style versus a cage. Let's say, hey, I'm going to buy a new squat rack.
Money is no option.
Money's no option.
Oh, money's no option.
But I don't know anything.
Squat rack, but you don't know anything. I think this kind is fine. I would, if I was going to buy a squat rack, I would buy a cage though. I would buy a cage and I would buy 2x3 uprights. And I would buy 2x3 uprights that are oriented forward. So the problem with the 3x3, not a problem, but one of the things I don't like is that extra inch in width takes away from an extra inch where this barbell sleeve meets the J cup. So you have to be like more precise when walking in and out of the rack. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's really not, especially if you're like a bigger dude, maybe you have tight shoulders. Like if you don't step directly back when you come out of the rack, like the edge of the plates or the collars will like hit the uprights. So I don't like that. I like to have 2 more inches when unracking the bar. I like the cage for multiple reasons. One, if you buy like a sleek, cage, it really if you're going to have spotter arms, you're not really saving space, right? True. So like what you have is nice. It has that U platform, the bottom, the base of the squat rack makes a U. And so for you not have to take extra plates and weigh it down so it doesn't move when you come in and out, that footprint has to be pretty big in order for it to be like stable. And so if that footprint is going to be that big already, then I would just prefer a cage to squat inside. You don't ever have to worry about like tipping if like you have a really heavy load in the very front of the spotter arms. And you also can do a little bit more stuff. Like you can squat on the inside, and maybe if you have 2 barbells because you bought the Strength Co. Simplify bar that released on Memorial Day, you can have that thing on the outside, and you can be like warming up your press, or your wife can be lifting. So I think it's a little bit more versatility, and the price isn't that much different either. I mean, it is probably more expensive. Like you're going to get a standalone. It's going to be like, $400, $300, depending on what brand you do. But then you have to buy the spotter arms, which are like $200. Now you're at like $500, and you're going to buy the extra one with the pull-up bar, which you did, or you obviously got second hand, but you're probably at like $579, $600. Shipping's going to be relatively the same. And at that point, I'm like, I would just buy a 4-post cage, and it's going to be like $100 more. Gives you a little bit more versatility, same footprint, more stable. But
so then the pro to the not getting a cage would be smaller footprint. Is that about it?
Yeah, maybe like the one that you have, like that base is like, it is a smaller footprint, right? So like maybe you're going to park your car with that thing. And so since there's no front post, like you can put like the base of that rack that's coming forward, you could like drive the car up, and, it could be in between the tires, and you put the headlights like right up against the back spot if you're really tight on space. But generally what I have seen is when people set up their home gyms, they don't park their car in that spot. They're not folding the rack up against the wall. Like once they set it up, it's there and it's living. So yeah, the pro would be like a slightly smaller footprint, but I just don't think it's that much smaller to where it's worth it, where it outweighs, where the pros are beneficial enough to justify not having a 4-poster. But that's just my opinion.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. But if you're getting it for free from your brother, like
it's on loan.
Yeah. It's on loan.
So whenever he gets done with his world tour of medicine, then it goes back to him, and then I will end up getting probably some sort of cages.
Yeah. The OK podcast rack. It's okay.
Yeah.
By
that
it's
time.
okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Has built-in speakers into it, and just constantly play. It starts at episode 1, and then just plays the entire library, and then it's got Wi-Fi in it, so it automatically downloads the new episodes.
And
it doesn't play the full episode. It only plays like the first 20 minutes of each episode.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it skips that part.
only
not automatically.
Oh, so we won't sell any of them. That's what you're saying. Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Going to be a hot topic.
We can't wait to retire off that squat rack money. Woo.
So how much did you sell your F-150 for?
It's still in negotiation. Right now it's for, I told him, man, we'll do it for a Coke and a smile, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, okay. So
it's one of kind of a good dude sell.
Oh, so you're basically going to be like, look, dude, you come pick up the rack. That's worth it to me. And I want you to save your money to buy Strength Co plates and support the FDO downrange.
That's it.
That's it. I love it. That's what you've always done.
Hey, man. Support the brand, baby.
Yeah.
So down the road, whenever I get a cage, we'll talk about brands and kind of ones to look at.
Episode 142.
Yeah.
Well, that actually kind of segues nicely into one of the topics I put in there, talking about lifting equipment. So, and it's like, it used to be a pickleball court. So we lifted a climbing's gym. They had like an indoor pickleball court. It's now summer. Everyone's probably playing pickleball outdoors. Fastest growing sport in the country. Just want you to know that. Fastest growing
sport. Yep. More pickleball courts per capita than anything. Okay, podcast listeners.
That's actually the Utah hockey team's new name. The Pickleballs.
Pickleballs.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So you lifted a rock climbing gym that had pickleball courts. Everyone went outside because it's Utah summer.
And so we were like walking in. They also have like really nice bathrooms over there. So we're going over there. And we're like, oh, there's no more pickleball courts. They like added in like a whole nother like gym area. And it's all like brand new equipment. We're like, okay, this is nice. We'll check it out. And like at first look, it's like, okay, nice. Like they stopped using the assault air bikes that just like break all the time. And they got a different brand's bikes that are actually like really well, like overbuilt and nice. And then we're like looking at some of the equipment, and like the squat racks are all really short. Like they all have pull-up bars, but they're all like, you have to be 5'2" or below to actually like hang from the bar and do a pull-up.
Which is what rock climbers like to do.
Yeah. And then start looking at some other stuff. We noticed, okay, there's 4 squat racks. There's 4 barbells. 2 are 45-pound bars. 2 are 35-pound bars. So it's like, well, if we have 4 people lifting and this doesn't add up. And then they did have a nice sled that they could push in that area. And then they had, are you familiar with like maces? Anyone that works out with maces?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, Trey, do you know what that is?
Like the hammer?
No, it's like the stuff you spray if you're going down an alley at night.
Yeah.
Oh, bear mace. Yeah.
Well, this, yes, same, spelled the same, I believe, but it's like a heavy pole. It's like a stick that has like a heavy weight on the end of it. Usually, like kettlebell people are also into this.
Oh, is that where you do like this?
Yeah. If you're not watching us on YouTube, you should. Trey just brought out his New York Yankees torpedo bat, and he is doing shoulder rotations. Yeah,
baby.
But so instead of buying 4 more barbells for this area, they bought 4 loadable maces that are like very nice. So we looked up the price. They're like almost $300 a piece.
Price of a barbell.
I'm like, literally, no one is going to use these. Like, who is going to use these? Just made me really wish that they had like, I just want to go find who buys the equipment for there. And next time you're thinking about making a purchase, just give me a phone call. I'll consult with you for free. Go to thestrength.co. They got some great plates there.
Email them support@thestrength.co to get wholesale pricing to outfit your gym.
Just some strange equipment choices. And then, of course, the first time that we're there, like my wife and I are lifting. And then like the next 2 people that walk in, they're like walking over to like get a barbell, and they see the mace things, and they're like, "Oh, what are these?" And they like pick them up and kind of do the and then they immediately set them back down. And are like, "Oh, okay, no one works out with these.
No one works out with these.
Just on Instagram.
I don't have a mace. Bummer.
But Strength Go, you should make them. Next product. Strength Go
next product. Yep. As soon as we finish making our LPD San Antonio classes,
good.
We'll get right into
You're saying you'll be able to sell them to a lot of climbing gyms out there.
A lot of climbing gyms. Yep. I did get put in charge of, my buddy did, that is, of loading the hit locker that'll go on the ship.
Nice.
So like the 4 comes over like an actual 4 tray, not like a arty 4.
Oh, not a fake one.
Like a real 4. And he's like, "Hey, sir, can you put in what you want in the hit locker?" I'm like, "Why are you picking me?" He's like, "Well, you'll be the senior man, so you're gonna have to sign for it. And plus, sir, like, don't you do gym stuff?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, don't you do gym stuff?" He's like, "Yeah, but like you do it like for a living." I'm like, "Sure." So anyway, I got to fill up the box, which was fun because I like skipped things like 55-pound bumpers and 15-pound bumpers.
What?
And got extra barbells in there, and I got 4 Strength Co. cast iron plates, 45-pound types that I shipped to myself back in early April. They're not here yet. So I'm hoping they arrive because I'd like to get those in there. I think it'd be cool to like, squat with some plates while crossing the equator or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. A shell back lift.
Content grant. Oh, a little shell back lift.
Polywogs,
they don't lift.
Yeah,
polywogs don't lift. Those dirty, nasty
those
polywogs.
Dirty little polywogs. Yeah. So, that'll be good. Got the hit box.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is crucial to morale on ship. Like that.
Did you just load it with
crucial?
Did you just load it with like stuff that you wanted?
Yes.
And you're like, "Oh, this is what I want."
Yeah, I literally did. Well, I'm like, I've watched you all lift. None of you know what you're doing outside of like 3 of you. So we're going to load what I want. And
there's gonna be a dude out there. He's like, hey, where are all the maces at?
Hey, where are the assault ropes? I really wanted to shake some ropes today.
I thought we were gonna get some maces. Oh no, they're all in Utah.
Oh, they're all at the front climbing gym. Yeah,
I did include some dumbbells. I put some kettlebells. But like then I put like medicine balls. But it's like you go to the gym and you're like trying to do a workout with folks, and it's like there's a 14, a 12, a 16, an 18, and a 20. And it's like, well, what difference is like 2 pounds going to make? No. So I like spread loaded like 10s, 15s, 20s. There's actually like a little bit of a difference or something.
That's good.
That's good. So I filled it out. So we'll see what we got. Really praying that's not rogue plates. And then we're going to have an SOP. If you're deadlifting, you take the 2 Strength Co 45s and you face letters in as the first plate. Then you load all your crap. And then on the outside, you take 2 Strength Co 45s and you load them outside. And that'll be ship SOP.
I like it.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's good stuff.
That's what we love about them. Today's podcast is also brought to you by Green Gridiron Green, Mr. Helmet, as he's commonly known here on this podcast. Hockey season's here. There's no better time to buy a football helmet than when it's hockey season. So you just take the Dallas Stars, you throw it on that football helmet, you can wear it. You can put it on your desk. You can give it to your 94-year-old grandmother in Odessa. And you can do custom helmets and put the names of all the grandkids on there, like helmet stickers, like the Ohio State Buckeyes, America's team, everyone loves. You can do it just like that and get your helmet. So head over to Mr. Helmet. Actually, don't do that because that's probably a different brand. Click the link in the show notes to the Gridiron thing and go over there and buy a helmet. We do sell helmets every week, so we appreciate you helmet buyers. Keep buying the helmets, keep the lights on, and the lights need to be on for us to record.
Dang, love that.
That's what we love about it.
Grandma is a big football fan, so that actually be a pretty good gift.
Is she an Aggie?
She roots for Texas teams. She will, yeah.
If you're not watching on YouTube, we are horns down.
Tuss up. Tuss up.
Horns down.
Yeah, big Cowboys fan. It's funny. So she's a huge Cowboys fan. But whenever she gets
America's team,
whenever she gets upset with anybody, she just like writes them a letter.
That's amazing.
As one does.
As one, so like Jerry Jones, like will make a bad trade, and she'll just write him a letter.
I love it.
So I just imagine Jerry Jones just with Vida. Get a letter from Vida.
I actually got a letter from Vida yesterday. She was like, I don't know why you recorded without Trey. I don't like this show anymore.
Yeah.
Also, the staff meeting should be longer at the beginning.
Yeah. Really appreciate the first 20 to 30 minutes of the podcast.
Man, my buddy was in an hour and 50-minute one of those the other day. And he was just like, I can't believe this is real. I don't even want to pretend to do it when we record the next episode.
Because you wish they lasted 20 minutes. Yeah,
you wish. We're the most efficient staff meeting ever.
God, it's true. It's true.
I wish more people would just say nothing to report. Yeah.
It's always the best. It's always the ultimate flex. Nothing for the group. We got any save rounds, alibis?
Do we want to talk about the throwback podcast? Talk about cereal? I don't know what we wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, put that in there. Yeah, cereal. Yeah, not the breakfast food, but
not Captain Crunch. We're majors now, so now we eat Major Mush.
So this conversation started. Grant said something along the lines like, "I feel like I'm calling from
prison
cell."
Yeah,
and then I go, "Hey, you remember that podcast back from like 2015? Is that when it came out?
No, before I think
2014." Season 1
question. Podcast season. Oh wow, there's 6 seasons now.
I think.
High school senior disappeared. Serial podcast. 2015, April 2015. So it's actually the 10. It's actually the 10-year anniversary. That's why we're bringing it up.
Yeah,
that was the first podcast I ever listened to.
Me too. Because
I feel like y'all got me hooked on it.
Yeah.
But
got Ahmad on the line.
what's his Anon?
Anon, Emod, Anon, same.
This is someone so and so calling from
Yeah.
whatever penitentiary. Do you accept the charges?
Yeah. That was a good podcast. Think how far
Dude, that
podcasts have come in 10 years.
Yeah,
Like that was
and now
like
we're doing one.
Yeah,
because
nerds.
of that. Yeah,
Because of that, it all started
Wow.
with us listening to Serial.
Actually, I keep waiting for this podcast to turn to just become a serial podcast.
I mean, it kind of is. You're calling me in prison, and I'm trying to get out.
Yeah.
And you're just checking in on me.
Grant wrongly accused of murder.
Yeah,
Murdering his
hate when
buddy.
that happens. Hate when that happens. Hate when I catch a murder charge.
No, man, I feel like because in season 2, I listened for season 1, season 2 of that, because season 2 was who's the dude in Afghanistan who went AWOL?
Oh yeah,
Bo
that guy.
Bergdahl.
Yeah,
Bo
Bo
Bergdahl.
Bergdahl.
That's right. I forgot.
Because
Yeah,
season two is about that, and I feel like it was definitely not as good as the first one.
I think the first one too was like a whole new way to ingest a story.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
like I think it was like the novelty of a podcast too. That
That's
had
probably
been
it.
done. Yeah, but no, I mean, I think season 1 was better. They peaked early.
For sure.
We peaked at episode 71 personally.
Oh, yeah.
071.
We have
Yeah.
yet to peak.
And
Yeah,
we're
we've
just
yet
like
to peak.
Bitcoin. We just keep going up, baby.
We just keep going up.
Sometimes we go down, but then we go back up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we go back up.
Yeah, we're
That's how we do it.
exactly like Bitcoin.
Yeah,
we're very
Bitcoin.
volatile. Yeah,
Yeah, but a great investment long term.
yeah.
That's true.
Long term, great.
You just have to hold on.
Segment from segment, it could be rough, but
It
yeah.
could be rough.
Stay
Yeah.
subscribed. That's all we're saying. Stay
Yep.
subscribed.
Stay
Keep
subscribed.
tuning in, folks.
Cereal. We got any other saved rounds, alibis?
That is it. That is it, gentlemen.
Efficiency.
Oh, saved round.
Mm.
The last Mission Impossible is coming out soon, I think.
This is true.
Never seen any of them, so maybe
None
it's
of
time. None of them. Are they good?
Oh my goodness, dude!
And this where
Is
isn't Tom Hanks like on the top of that tower, like without a hoist or
Yeah.
Yep, Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tom, the action
Tom
star.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
with his volleyball.
Now I'm
Yeah.
imagining all of them sub out Tom Cruise and put in Tom Hanks. God,
That'd
that
be
movie's gonna be
great.
so much better. Just
I
like,
saw him run. I saw him run in Forrest Gump. He's pretty good at it.
dude, he can run.
Yeah, dude can run. Tom Cruise. Last one. What makes it the last one? Then they'll do like Mission Impossible rebooted.
Oh, I'm sure.
No, man, they're wrapping.
spin-off.
I think he's done. They might like not have Tom Cruise in the
they'll
next ones,
spin off.
but
They'll have Tom Hanks in the spinoff.
yeah, Tom, much less exciting.
Garth Brooks will be his stunt double because he's a big jumping guy.
Yeah,
I would go see that movie. I would go see that movie.
I would too.
no, I would. In your buddy's adventures, you should download them.
Yeah, I
him
gotta
know.
start downloading.
That's something to watch on ship.
Yeah. Is there
Yeah,
like an
if you-
order? Is it like simple?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mission
Not trying to-
Impossible
not-
1,
not trying to-
Mission
well, I
Impossible
mean,
2.
You gotta remember Lord of the Rings. It's like, well, episode 3 is the first episode, and then you gotta go
they're all
back.
in chronological
Okay.
order. I believe.
Chronological
There's-
order.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
no prequels. I don't. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not like Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
Is the first one called Mission Impossible 1 or is it just called Mission Impossible?
I think it's called Mission Impossible.
Okay.
And it's very
Uh,
different than all the other ones.
How many are there?
In a
5?
good way.
8?
Eight?
This is the
Oh,
8th
wow.
one?
Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So
You'll
the,
have,
but
you'll
the
have
thing is,
time
I
on
think
ship.
Mission Impossible 2, not that good.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the second one.
Remember this, the Australian dude, and it's like completely over the top, and then they kind of hone it back in Mission Impossible 3,
That sounds
where
like
he goes
all of the set. That sounds like the last 7 that have been made to me.
Yeah. All over the
But
top.
they're very entertaining. Like it's
Okay.
it's entertainment.
Tom Cruise at one such a weirdo, man.
Yeah.
That dude would be my number one.
Speaking of Tom Cruise being a weirdo and weird people, you guys, there's Brian Johnson, who's the guy like that's using his body as like a case study. Like he's
How to live forever.
Yeah, how to live forever. And there's like a meme. There's a ton of memes. There's one recently, and it's like Brian Johnson like against like a white background, like, you know, with like ingesting something weird, and it's like choose your fighter, and it's like only eats this type of food, only does this stuff, like blah 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 blah, and then like the right image is like this Italian man like sitting in a long chair with his shirt off, like an Italian tattoo like written in across his chest, and like wearing some kind of hat, and it's like 110-year-old World War II vet, like hasn't worked out since World War II, smokes a pack of Reds a day. And it's like, it's so funny. I got to dig it up. All right. Trey, you want to bring us down for a landing?
Episode
071.
071. Wow. Of the
Okay.
Podcast. As always, like, thank everybody for listening. If you made it this far,
we do that different every time.
You're a real one. If you made it this far, congrats. The prize is, if you look at the link below, you can see the code to the Slack. Man, I missed an episode. I'm losing
your mojo. Yeah.
You know what? Hey, I got it, man. Hey, episode 071 of the OK Podcast. Do it twice, man. You're right. As always, like to thank our listeners. Thank our BW Tax. Good God, better at taxes.
Yes, sir.
Thank our other sponsor, Mr. Helmet. Take a look at the link below, as Grant said. Click on that link, get yourself a helmet. He has big ones, he has small ones for all shapes and sizes of heads. While you're down there, you all see a link for the Slack channel. Click on that link, use code OK. Get $10 off. Love to talk to you there about lifting, love, laughter. I don't know. Just be silly, be funny, whatever. Hey, we got it all there. Love to interact with you there. Go to YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe there as well. Leave a comment. Love to see you there. If you're not there by this point, I don't know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Most importantly, go to www.theokpodcast.com. You will find all the social media links. Give us a follow. I believe we are still powered by the Strength Co. Verified. All right. Other than that, we all have our individual social media accounts that we are very active on. Speaking from personal experience, I cannot stop posting. Jeff is live as we are talking.
Hey.
But other than that, thanks for listening. Coach, did I miss anything?
It was beautiful. That was your best sign off ever.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks for listening to episode 071 of the OK Podcast, powered by the Strength Co. www.thestrength.co to go and find out all the cool equipment we've been talking about. T-shirts, American made, hats, American made, barbells, Simplify bar drops, Memorial Day weekend. Also coming Memorial Day weekend, we have custom made Memorial Day 25 Strength Co dog tags that will come with all orders placed during Memorial Day weekend while supplies last. Nice. So go on there and get you some of those. Thanks for tuning in. We'll try to come to you every week. We've never missed a week yet, and we'll see you next time.